Hey everyone, uh, welcome back to the DevSkill channel. Today we are diving into something super exciting for Java developers and backend engineers. We'll be building and running a REST microservice using Open Liberty, JDK 17, Jakarta EE 10, and MicroProfile 6, all in GitHub Codespaces. So if you are looking to modernize your Java development workflow or want to try out cloud-based development, this is for you. This is the video for you. By the end of this session, you will have a fully functional REST microservice. It will be a simple microservice. The purpose of this video is to demonstrate the use of GitHub Codespaces. We'll also be using GitHub Copilot. And let's get started. So I'm into my GitHub account. If you have GitHub account, you can open it. Also, you can do it with me side by side. And if you don't have an account, don't worry, it's free. You can sign up at github.com, and then you will be able to build your application using GitHub Codespaces. This is a cloud-based development environment which is included in GitHub, and it is free with your account. So I'll show you how to use it. You will have to just set up GitHub Codespaces, and it comes with all your repository. So let's create the GitHub repository where we'll be building our code, and we'll also be using JDK 17, and as I told, Jakarta EE 10 and MicroProfile 6. So let's create a repository. So I am logged into GitHub. I go to home, and in the home you will see all your repositories if you already have. As you see on the left side, you can create a new repository by clicking on the new button, and when you click on the new, you will be getting a new repository in github.com. So here you can use a repository template. I don't want to use anything. I will just use this new repository. I'll name it like REST app Liberty, Open Liberty, just to show that this is for building a REST app, RESTful microservice. And then you can add a description, so which is optional. You can create a public repository or private repository. Let's keep this repository as public so that you can also access it later to refer to the code. And we can have some git ignore file as well. Let me just put this as Java so that my target or compiled classes bytecodes will not get committed to the repository. I'll put this as license as MIT license, and this is just a formality for now because this is a very simple application. But if you are building something in production, that it becomes important to use a proper license. So now I create a repository by clicking on the green button, create repository, and yes, my repository is ready. So now I'm within this repository. I have to create a new code space within this. So this will spin up a cloud-based development environment for us. I choose a repository. I'll choose the one which we recently created. So Liberty REST app, and we'll use the main branch. This is the code which will be checked out into our cloud development environment. This is the region where we will be running this cloud, and we will use maybe let's use 4 core, and this is 16 GB RAM. So this will make our application run faster. Now our cloud-based development environment is setting up. What you get is an online Visual Studio Code editor. So this code space environment comes with Java already installed. We can check the version. So you see here Java 21 is the default version, And if we want to update or change the Java version, we can do that. Okay, so this shows no alternatives. So yeah, in order to change, we have to change the dev container configuration. We'll see that later, but let's use Java 21. This is the latest version, the most recent last stable version. So let's stick to Java 21. Now let's create a Maven project. So to Maven, create a Maven project, I can give a new project. I can say Java project. So there are multiple ways to create new Java project. One is by saying new project, so or let's first try to ensure if Maven is installed. Yeah, you see here the Maven is also installed. So I can directly give the command to create a project because I remember this. I can say new Maven project also from the files. So that's another option. Let me okay, no worries. I will run the commands in the run command to create a new Maven project in the terminal. So I'm pasting my command to create. So I'm copying and I'm pasting. So just give me a minute. Okay, I have to allow, since this is cloud-based environment and running in the browser, I have to give my browser permission to allow copy paste. So now I have pasted this Maven command. So you see here Maven is the command which we will use to create a new project. These are called archetype, is kind of a template, and the name of this could be, for the time being I'll put com.example, and Liberty REST app. You can put whatever you want here. Artifact ID is the name of the var which will be generated. It will be Maven archetype web app. We'll be generating a web app, and there's no interactive mode. So so these are all configurations which we want to put. So now let's run this command. So this will generate a new project for us. So it's downloading the required files and building a project, Java project. So we see that there is a directory which already exists. So we have to ensure that we are running this from outside. So I am inside already. Okay. So let me run this again. Okay, we got it. Basically I run the command twice. So if you see in the previous pasting, the same command got pasted twice. I will show you. So that's why the first instance worked. So MVN, this, and then this one, right? So this looks good. Let's see. or if we want to do it again, we can just delete this. Just to be sure, 100% sure, let's delete it and let's run this again. Okay, so now I run this again. Same command, maven archetype generate. It's generating a new project, and then in that project we want to generate a new Java project. Okay, now this is successful. So you see here, Liberty REST app. I could have named this project something else. Now this is also the name of the repository. Yeah, we can name it like Hello World, which could be the name of the project. But yes, let's go further from here. So we have here a pom.xml file. So this git ignore we can for the time being ignore, because this is just to ensure that we don't commit unnecessary files in a repository. Now I will next show the pom.xml. So pom.xml is this particular file. Here we are using we have to configure a few things. So let's create a section which is about properties. So basically above dependencies, I'll create a section which will be for some properties. So let's see what I am doing here. So I have added few things here. So basically I have told that maven to use Java 17. Now in this particular case we can use 21, as we have 21. We will be using Liberty runtime version, which is 23.0.909, and we will be using 10.0 Jakarta EE platform version. So all these things we can configure, and then we will be able to run our application. So here we have the dependencies also, so which is Jakarta platform, and this is Eclipse MicroProfile. Version we have defined in the property, and then we have the build properties also here. So these are the things which we have configured. So we have already created the dependencies. So let's not have JUnit for the time being. I'm just removing, this was already there, and build is Liberty REST app. This is the final name. I think this will be not required because we have dependencies already put here, and then we can just say this is build configuration, just ensuring that everything is as per right coding style. So yeah, these are the things we have added in our maven project. I'll just save this project. So this is our first step where we have configured the dependency. Now let's write Java code. So let's create a new Java file. Okay, so new file, and here we are within the src main folder, So we should also go within Java folder, and then we should use com.example, our package, rest hello world resource.java as the name of the file, right? So here, as you create, we don't have any Java extension pack. We can install it. It recommends automatically. So this is getting installed. Now with this we will get all the options. So here in the extensions part, we can install various extensions. So now this is installed. So here now we should get new Java, configure Java runtime. This option is also coming, and we have Maven, creating a Maven project also comes here with Java extension. So these options are there. New, let's show new Java. So new create Java project. This is also another way, just to show you. Now you can choose the archetype from Maven, and you have Maven archetype quick start, which is what we used. So yeah, this is same things which can be available with the Java extension pack. I will also show you how to manually install the extensions. So I will again go to here extension packs, and let's install Copilot also. Extension for Copilot, GitHub Copilot. So here GitHub Copilot, we will install it. So this is your AI pair programmer. We will show how to use it also side by side. Now once you have this installed, then you will get an option on the side about you see here on the right side a chat window where you can ask about the source code, any questions, or if you need any help or review guidelines, review guidance you can get from Copilot. So now I am into my hello world resource. So let me start creating package, and package will become example rest. See, Copilot is also suggesting me what would be the next steps, and then I would say import. So here I don't want to use JavaX because from Jakarta EE 10, the package names have been changed to Jakarta.ws rest.get. We'll be creating services. So before doing this, let's say public class. We should create a class hello world. Now resource, it's giving, and it is also giving the signature. Okay, so there is some bug, I think. It is pasting a lot of junk. So here I have the get service. I have to also define a path here. So let's say we want the path can be hello. It also suggests the variable names or path names, which is also helpful. So here we have this as a get service. Get service because Jakarta WS, Jakarta web service resource get, and then we can say that this produces plain text. This is one way of doing it. Other way is we can say media type dot text plain, and let's change this name of method to say hello. Just a small correction, and let's say hello. We say open liberty, and this is a new method, new written string. So this is our simple REST web service. Now this is done for the coding. So this is our simple Java code. Now coming back to the file views. Now we will configure our server. Server is the Liberty. So to do that, we have to create src. Within src main, we have to create a folder which is called Liberty configuration. So I will here create a new folder and call it Liberty and config. So ensure that this is within src main. Now you have Liberty config, and within this we want to create a new file which is an XML file, server XML configuration. So this is the configuration file for our Open Liberty server. So now let's call this server Liberty REST server. We will enable the feature Jakarta EE 10 and MicroProfile 6.0, and we also define that we will be using 9080 as the port for HTTP and HTTPS 9443. Our var will be REST, Liberty REST app.var, and context root also we can define here. So these are the configuration for Open Liberty server. So let's now build. So this is all our source code. So let's build this. So we will say ambient clean install. This will install our project. Okay. So we have to go to the folder, and then we have to give the same command, ambient clean install, because this looks into the pom.xml and then looks into the build plugins, looks into the dependencies, and then it will build the application. So something is problem here. There are compilation failures, so we have to fix this. We will take help of fixing this. So the problem is it cannot find symbol which is path. So this path symbol cannot be found. So let's ask, I know what's the problem. We have not included the import statement. So let's ask Copilot how to fix it, right? So how to fix this error, right? So let me ask Copilot. Copilot will suggest what is the problem. So not recognized because it is not imported. So it has suggested that you use this particular code. So here if you see in the right side, this is the suggestion for the fix. So it's suggesting that path, produces, media type, everything we can put. So now what we can do is we can just say there's an apply button at the top, and then this is your inserted cursor and copy. There are three options available. So this one I will say apply to code. So now this is getting applied. This is updated. The source code is updated. Now it's asking, do you want to accept the change? So I accepted the change. So this is a demonstration of how to fix errors or change anything in our code using GitHub Copilot. Nice use of AI, using it as a pair programmer. And let's build this again. Few warnings, I think that should be okay. And then we are getting our build. So a lot of boilerplate code is ready. So build is success. Now let's run this. So to run this, we will use another maven command, liberty run. So now it will download the Liberty server and run. So previously we were doing all the builds. Now this is doing running of the server. It's preparing the runtime. It will starting the server as well. And it will deploy our microservices. So everything in one command. And we will be having our application running. We have the get service. So we will be able to call this service. We are doing this for the first time, so it's taking few minutes to download everything from the internet into our cloud development environment, and then it will start the server. So we have to look for open liberty logs. In the console logs, we'll see that the server is running. We named our server the liberty rest server. So we will see a message in the log that the liberty rest server is running. After we got this running, we will be also updating the microservice. I'll show you how to redeploy or update the microservice. Yes, so here you see launching default server. So another important thing what we have done is, so now the default server is ready to run on a smarter planet. So this is what it's showing. It has included all the features. We could have selectively chosen some of the features because not everything we are using. So if we go to the port, we will see here 9080. This port is where our application is running, right? So I'm just taking you to the server. See, Open Liberty server is running. So remember our context root was /, then we have hello, and when we go here, this is our runtime. This is our place. So it should print the message because this is the guest service. So let's see what's issue, if something is there in the console or output. Okay, let me open another terminal, and then let's take this orange zebra. This is something copy local address. I'll run the curl also. So we say curl, then we'll say HTTPS. This is the port redirection, and then we say hello. We are not seeing the message which we were supposed to get. So let's see what's thing. So we have produces, get, hello, and now let me see if everything is fine. So here now next thing what I can explain you here is let's try to troubleshoot what's the problem. So Liberty WLP user server logs, and then we have the default server. In this, is there anything? Messages, So let me see if something is there in the log message which could be useful, because our endpoint should be /hello. Yes, I got this. The problem, we have this class, we have an application class also, we should have a REST application class also. So let's say create application class. We have the resource but we don't have the application class. For this microservice, so yeah, see here, it is suggesting the directory structure. So I would for now say that yes, create workspace. So create so workspace, select parent folder. Okay, so here let me create this file, application config. This file is good enough. Okay, so it's saying to create the entire structure. So we didn't wanted everything, it created everything. So let's see, we will just take the hello world resource class. No, we will just take the application class and put this alongside with our source code. So here we have various folders. So we call this application .java. Okay, we can take this code and put this in the application.java. So here, rather than, okay, application is so we will call it hello world application, then java. This is how they have imported it. So this is our, we should rename this file to match the class name. Rename. So here we say hello world application.java, and then there is a path API. So this is enough. Now rest everything we can delete, not needed. So not everything is perfect with Copilot. So we have to use our judgment, our experience, and then we will be able to fix this. So now I'm running it, so I have to stop the server and then run it again, because so I come back. I will stop by just saying commands control yes. So I'm saving. something got renaming was not confirmed. Now it is confirmed. Now I say Control C. Okay, this is a stop the server. Now I will again build this. Now it's built successfully. I'll run it again. Actually, the features which we have installed everything in the MicroProfile and Jakarta EE, but we are not using many of the features. So we can further simplify this. Okay, now let me open this. We have context root as slash, then API slash hello, and this should get our hello world message. So let me see what can we do to fix this. This saying no user registry. Okay. So let me ask again here this error. Okay, so again we got some suggestions. So it says trying, since we have used all the features of MicroProfile, including the JWT authentication as well, so we should configure the registry also. So here this is how we should configure it. I will go to server.xml and I will put the configuration as well. So this is our user registry configuration, and then I will update this also. So basically I will switch this and I will paste these things, which is the suggested solution. Okay, now I have to restart the server again. I will say stopped, and then I will say again we'll rebuild. I think just the redeployment should have been sufficient, so we could have just done the command liberty deploy. Okay, so let's run it. So we should understand that we have set the username and password now, admin and admin pwd. So now the server is running and there is no error, no registry errors as well. So let's try it again. Going to the port, we will try to access this app in the browser. So there's our application servers running and API hello, and let's see what happens this time. I am making the call to the endpoint, which is API hello. Okay, I'm coming back here to see what is the output or anything in the terminal as of now. Because it should redirect us to the authentication page, and then it should ask us to put the username password. So here we have configured a basic registry, and where we have a single user which is called admin and password is admin pwd. So we have the server.xml already placed. So now let's see if we have to make some changes in application class code. Okay, the page isn't working, so let me ask what endpoint should we hit to access our microservice? See here, they're saying Liberty REST app hello. Okay, let's see. I think we should have Liberty REST app API and hello. I think we should remove this host. I'm not sure what this is for. So both these things are not working. Coming back, let me close this server again, and then I'll run again. So it's giving all the other endpoints as well. So for example, we have this health endpoint of the server. let's go to health endpoint by going to the port and then saying health. So it will show the health of the server. Okay. So I believe there is some browser configuration which is preventing the dialog to appear. Maybe something is blocking the pop-up for username and password. And that's why we are getting stuck in all the endpoints. So let me try fixing it. So running this application, how should I optimize the feature section in server.xml? Let me give away this configuration of this registry. Okay, we can just use few of the features, so which is JXRX. Okay, so yeah, this is true, we are not yet using anything which is related to MicroProfile. So now let me run this again. So I have been running so many microservices, but every time something new comes up as challenge. So yeah, we have to be little bit careful while building this. Okay, now this is running. I will try to visit this, and definitely I'll have to say Liberty REST app, then API, then hello. Call is not reaching this default server. Okay, let me for a few minutes look into previous applications which I have built, so that I can figure out what exactly could be the problem. So we have a REST app, we have pom.xml, and let me review one by one each of these files to see what could be missing. So we have model version, this fine. This is group ID, artifact, and version, and packaging is var. This is all our details. So group ID, artifact ID, packaging, version, this also seems fine. Then we have no need to put the name and URL. This just for documentation purpose. Since this is our application, so we will ignore it. We'll put this Open Liberty Maven here, this version, because then we can use this also. We can put encoding could be something which might have caused the problem. So let's see if using the right encoding is what is causing the issue, or is there something else. Let me put no worries, Open Liberty Maven version, then we have the port all configured. Okay, so source and target version, we can set this. So this is a good opportunity for us to also review everything and go through each and everything in detail. So you see here, this is about source and target of the Java compiler. Then we have the Liberty configuration. Liberty configuration is runtime version this. Okay, so let me put the ports as well here, and these versions I'll configure at the top because they are with the runtime. So now dependencies, there should be some issues with respect to the constructors. So that is something I'm worrying. That so this looks okay. We have MicroProfile. MicroProfile is also there. We can use 6.1. File name and plugins. So let me put this. File name, because what to deploy is important when you are building. So project.artifact ID, Liberty rest app, and then this is the var. So packaging is also important. It's there. So looks good. Maybe we can put group ID, artifact ID. Then it makes sense to have version, and then it makes sense to have the packaging type. So this looks good. So let me just rerun this, see if this resolves the issue. And let me so here some tag name mismatch. the right tag names. Now let's also look into the server.xml so that if something is missing there, we can fix that. So this is running well. Also let me fix this server.xml here. And in the features, we would need RESTful Web Services 3.1. So this is a recent version. And feature manager was duplicated. Let me change this to web application. Then here location, we'll specify that this is a var file. Okay, it's already there. And then we have to say context root. app.context.root. Okay, so this also looks good. Now let me see this again. Now the server is faster. Yeah, okay. Got this error. Feature manager, I was using it twice. Now again I'm running it. Since we are using very less features, this is very fast. We will open this now. So now let's look into the application file. This looks good. Now we are looking into the resource. So we have to make it as a bean. So now I got the problem, application scope. So we have to make it application scoped. Now I'll run it again. We have to import we're opening app context root. We should define in form.xml. It should be within the properties. Can skip this version. So now we got this printed. So hello open liberty, this is getting printed. So now this resolves all the error. We can also verify this using curl command. I have another terminal window. I can say here liberty rest. So here the problem was we didn't define the context root. And this is something specific with the open liberty server. Now this is resolved, and now we will have this path, and when we say this, it should return the message. Yeah, we are running it now in 50-50. Curl command is somehow not giving the response because there's a text being returned, but yeah, you see here this is returning us the string. Now let's do the last thing, which is about updating this microservice, which is now very simple. If we go here, we have already updated this microservice multiple times, but let's further modify this. So hello open liberty with, let's say, GitHub Codespaces MicroProfile 6.0 Jakarta E10. So okay, JDK 21, because we have here JDK 21. So if we put all these message, save this, and now come back to our deploy application, close it. We can say here deploy. Okay, now we run it again, or you can manually copy the var to the target folder. Here there is a folder where we have the var. So you see within this there will be classes, so you can put this in this particular place. So either we place it manually, which could be error prone also, or we can just run this command, which is a maven command, which is much easier and faster. Now if I refresh this page, we get the updated message, hello open liberty with GitHub Codespaces. So now we have completed running the application using MicroProfile. So we have been successful in building and running a REST-based microservice using GitHub Codespaces, JDK 17, Jakarta EE 10, MicroProfile 6.0, and this is a perfect setup for modern Java development. And if you want to work in cloud, this is most advanced development environment. So if you found this video helpful, you can like and subscribe, and we will be providing more tutorials like this. And let me know in comments if you have any questions or suggestions. Also feel free to post some ideas about what future videos you would like to see in this channel. And thanks for watching. See you in the next session. Thank you.